Okay, here's the old fork oil, and here's the new fork oil. This is 7.5 ounces, which is about 221 milliliters. Honda Grom calls for 200 to 220 in their forks. It's just right under this, so this is probably around 8 ounces, probably 250. I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with 7.5 because I can always add. It's a lot easier to add it than take away. So I'll do each at 7.5 ounces and see how I like the feel of that. Make sure if you're reusing your seals to put some new grease down there. I shoved like I said, I didn't want to take the seal out, so I was trying to clean. You could see a little bit of metal shavings and stuff, so got some paper towels shoved in there. And another thing is be careful when you do that, because your oil seal spring might pop out. Make sure that goes back in, and then just push that down. I just used this and shook it, and it pushed that paper towel down, which got rid of a bunch of crap on the walls. If it was just crud or if it was aluminum shavings and stuff, because as soon as they get done tapping this stuff, they don't clean it. They just straight up, it's assembly. There's no cleaning. I mean, you can see how scarred up this is and shit. They're just throwing this stuff around. On to the next thing. You take your caps off. You'll probably have aluminum pieces in the thread and stuff. They're not cleaning this stuff. And you'll notice it'll look like rust spots. It's just pitting. That's just, like I said, this is just as made as fast as it can. So you want to you can leave. I was just mainly getting the funk out of there, leaving a lot of oil that'll recoat itself. Like I said, you want to put some new grease inside this oil seal right here. Get a little fork oil too, just a lot. That'll be fine. On the dust seal, I usually install them dry. It probably wouldn't hurt just get a little bit of fork oil and just lightly, very lightly, you do that, and that'll help push it in. When I get them installed, I like to push down. Of course, I want to get that oil flowing through the cartridge. And another thing is, like I said, if you put a little bit of oil in this, it may come out on the inner fork, and you want to just keep wiping it off, because around here it's a real dusty, real dirty, just dirt, just plowed fields here. And so you want to make sure to clean that when you take these off. If we're using them, clean the inside of this lip. This helps push that shit away, because it's just constantly rotting and rotting. This is your first defense to get the crap off before it hits the oil seal. Don't want shit in there. You can always just get a piece of plastic from a Coke bottle or whatever, clean it out. Always like to carve like a little hook in there. You can always you always want to pry this down with a dull flathead screwdriver. Then you can always stick that piece of plastic between the inner fork tube and the seal, and just kind of drag it and get that crap out. And usually that'll help stop a leak. If it still leaks, just go ahead and replace the forks. So okay, so probably around 7 3/4, 8 ounces. I'm gonna go with 7.5, just see what it feels like. If I want it even more, like I said, it's easier to add. You can always just loosen the top 2 triple clamp bolts, then undo the fork cap. You don't want to do it while it's clamped down. You're gonna fight it and just ruin the threads possibly, and then just it'll pop up some. And then I use like a syringe or something, add what you want, pop it back down, screw it in, you're good to go. Always be careful, don't cross thread that is aluminum to aluminum, and it is very easy to cross thread this, so be very careful if you're going to do that. So that's it. I'm going to get these put back together before it gets dark, and put them back on the bike real fast.